I'm gonna be going over a common training mistake that I notice new lifters make. And along with that, you're gonna see my chest, arms, quad workout too. So that shit gonna be sick. The most common training mistake that I notice new lifters make is not training hard and intensely. And you're probably thinking like, what does training hard mean? Like I'm sweating a lot? No. Training hard does not mean you're sweating a lot, does not mean you're huffing and puffing. It doesn't even mean if your heart rate increases. When I say you're training hard and intensely and with intent, you are taking your working sets close to or to failure. While I wait for my pre-workout to really kick in, I'm gonna start going over what training to failure is. Well, training to failure means you're basically doing as much reps as you can until you cannot perform another complete rep. So let's say I am bicep curling, right? So this is 1 rep, 2 rep. I'm gonna keep doing this until I cannot perform another complete rep with good form. That's training to failure. Training close to failure is basically training until you can only complete 1 or 2 reps left. So you're basically leaving 1 or 2 in the tank. That's training close to failure. Most of your working sets should be going close to failure or to failure. So if you're trying to build a lot of muscle, you're trying to look jacked, you're trying to look aesthetic, you gotta be training close to or to failure so you can build as much muscle as possible and you're gonna look jacked as hell. Now you're probably thinking, why does training hard and intensely build more muscle? Well, we have to understand what builds muscle. The only driver of hypertrophy, which is muscle building, is mechanical tension. Now I'm gonna try to break it down as simply as possible so that any new lifter could watch this and understand. Mechanical tension is like the pulling force that the small units of your muscle fibers experience when your muscle is being stretched or contracted. And more in-depth is basically the pulling force between the myosin filament and the actin filament. We don't need to get too deep into all that. When the sensors in your muscle fibers sense a lot of mechanical tension, it will signal your body to grow more muscle. This is how muscle growth and hypertrophy happen. And to clarify, so mechanical tension is the only driver of hypertrophy, which is muscle growth, not metabolic stress, not muscle breakdown, not micro tears, not time under tension. It's mechanical tension, the only cause of muscle growth, okay? So, excuse me. Whew. Oh my God, they gave me so many grapes. I hate the grapes. You want them? Dude, there's like 10 grapes in here. Earlier, I was talking about how you experience mechanical tension when your muscles are contracting or being stretched. So we're only gonna worry about the contracted part, which is called active mechanical tension, which is basically when your muscles are contracting, compared to passive tension, which is when your muscles are stretched. We wanna focus on active mechanical tension because this signals your muscles to grow and recover to a high degree and better than passive mechanical tension, because passive mechanical tension takes longer to recover from and not as effective as growing muscle compared to active mechanical tension. Now that we know what mechanical tension is, I'll explain to y'all how to experience a lot of mechanical tension inside when I start my workout. Just got in, just had my pre-workout and my pre-workout poops that really help, you know. I'm not sure if y'all ever have pre-workout poops too, man. I feel ready to work out now. We're gonna start off with triceps today. Gonna head over to the cables, hit some tricep extensions. We got 2 warm-ups. We left off at how do we experience a lot of mechanical tension? We experience a lot of mechanical tension when the contraction speed, right, starts to slow down, okay? So let's say, for example, you're doing a bicep curl, right? Your contraction is when you curl up, right? So when you're curling up and it starts to slow down, that's when you start to experience more mechanical tension. For example, I'm doing a tricep extension. The contraction is when I extend out my arm and go down. So when me extending out my arm starts to slow down, I'm experiencing a lot of mechanical tension. So you're probably thinking, can I purposely slow down my reps so I can experience a lot of mechanical tension? You can, but you don't want to do that, okay? Because I'm gonna explain to you why you don't want to do that if you're trying to build a lot of fucking muscle. This is where you have to understand motor unit recruitment. You're probably thinking, bro, what the fuck is motor unit recruitment, bro? It's seriously, I'll break it down to like a simple way to like anyone can understand. So basically, you have to understand what a motor unit is. So a motor unit is basically a motor neuron that supplies and controls a group of muscle fibers. Your muscles are made up of different muscle fibers. So you have your type 1 slow twitch muscle fibers that are generally weaker and produce less force, while you have your type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers that are stronger They're usually bigger and produce way more force. You want to be training mostly your fast twitch muscle fibers because in terms of hypertrophy, those are the ones that are associated with muscle building the best, as they are more susceptible to growing with hypertrophy training. So the fast twitch muscle fibers are what we're aiming to train for. I'm gonna start my working set. I'm gonna get more into it after. Y'all see that slow contraction speed? There we go. A lot of mechanical tension right there. Shit, that was heavy. Okay, so why do we want to recruit motor units? We want to recruit as many motor units as possible because it can activate as many muscle fibers as possible. And only the muscle fibers that are activated will experience mechanical tension. So how does motor unit recruitment work? Motor units are recruited in order of size based on force demands. So low force tasks that don't require much effort will recruit the slow twitch, weaker type 1 muscle fibers, while high force demands that require a lot of effort will recruit the fast twitch type 2 muscle fibers. You don't want to purposely slow down your reps, because if you purposely slow down your reps, that means you're not exerting a high amount of force. Because if I'm purposely slowing it down, I'm not putting it in a high degree of effort. So it means I'm only recruiting the type 1 slow twitch muscle fibers. You want your concentric to be forceful and explosive. You want to pull or push with a lot of intent and push with a lot of high degree of effort so that you can recruit the type 2 muscle fibers that we're trying to get. All right, now I'm about to start my second set. So I'll get more into it. Dude, I got more than I did last time. Let's go. Make me feel geeked. All right, let's head over to the next workout. All right, our next workout is gonna be chest press. I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna do like 2 warm-ups and 2 working sets. Dude, I'm so glad I pooped earlier before when I was talking in the car. Man, I had to poop so bad. Man, them pre-workout shits, they hit different. Cause now I'm feeling strong. This is what we got, 3 plates and a 10 and a 5. Okay, goal is to get 4 plates. Fucking, man, I took that set to failure. I didn't mean to take it. I thought I had that 5th rep. I thought I had one more. I did not have that one more. Fuck, that is disappointing to me. That's the worst, when you don't hit the rep that you intend to hit for. It's okay though. We're talking about why we need to recruit the high threshold motor units that activate the type 2 muscle fibers, right? When there's more force demands, it will require you to exert high levels of effort, and that will make you recruit those motor units that control those type 2 muscle fibers. We can do this with either heavier loads, because when you're using a heavy load, you have to exert a lot of freaking force, exert a lot of freaking effort. Or you can also do this with light loads. But with light loads, you need to take it to failure. With really light weight and light loads, initially it will start to recruit the type 1 muscle fibers. But then when you finally get close to failure and to failure, it will start to recruit those type 2 muscle fibers that you want. But with heavier loads, you can just train close to failure and you'll recruit a lot of those type 2 muscle fibers, and you'll recruit a lot of the muscle fibers in general. That's why I recommend training with moderate to heavy loads. So you don't always have to train to failure all the time, because with light loads, light load is like basic weight that you can do more than 12 reps with. You know what I mean? If you can do more than 12 reps, that's a pretty light load. And if you're using a light load, you have to train to failure every time to recruit those type 2 muscle fibers. But with moderate to heavier loads, right, which is why I train like with 4 to 8 rep range for most times. Sometimes I go to 10, but I usually never go over 10 at that point. With moderate to heavy loads, you recruit more muscle fibers near the start of your workout. So you can stop within 1 or 2 reps shy of failure. Overall, the reason you need to train close to failure or to failure, if you're trying to grow your muscles as big as fucking possible, when you're training close to failure, you have an involuntary slow contraction speed. You are putting high degrees of effort. So 1, we are recruiting those high threshold motor units, and 2, the contraction speed was slowing down. So there was a lot of mechanical tension that my muscles were experiencing. That's gonna be a combination to make you grow as big as fucking possible. So that's why you need to train close to or to failure. I basically just did a nerdy ass way and a long way to say train fucking hard. That's why you hear a lot of gym bros say, just train hard, bro, train hard, bro. But like, I wanted to break down why, you know what I mean? So you understand why you're training hard. You're not just doing it just because some big guy told you to do so. Like, you understand why. Because I could have just said, just trust me, bro. A lot of people say, just trust me, bro. No, I want to give an explanation why. Let me quit the yapping, start my next set. Let's see if I get 4, huh? One more. Let's go. Fuck yeah, man. Got 5. Next, we're gonna do incline Smith machine bench. You're trying to bias hitting your upper chest. You wanna keep your elbows tucked in. So I like to hold a closer grip because that helps me keep my elbows tucked in. The reason you wanna keep your elbows tucked in, as opposed to like really flare it out, your upper chest is really good at shoulder flexion, which is basically just bringing your upper arm up. When you start holding a really wide grip and flaring your elbows out, now your upper arm is not really moving up, but instead it's moving across and like towards the middle of your body. Your mid and lower pec does that function a lot better. Your upper chest does bring your arm like inward to your body as well, but it's a lot better at shoulder flexion. So sometimes you don't even need a big incline or anything. Or even sometimes you don't even need an incline. As long as you keep your elbows really tucked in, you'll bias the upper chest a lot better. And if you want to bias like your mid portion of your chest, you want to keep your arms a little bit more flared out. So you could do, just focus on bringing it within the middle of your body. Same thing like a pec deck, you know what I mean? If you're doing a pec fly. But if you're going more low to high, this will be a lot more upper chest. See, so you can see right now, I'll be holding a closer grip. My mouth is dry. I think I'm talking too much. So enough of the nerd talk. It's more lifting. No. Fuck me, man. That sucks. I should probably lower the weight. Let's take off the pump cover, see how I'm looking. Oh, I got some striations coming out. I wanna do hammer curls today. Sorry. Stupid, look. I'm dumb as street. Man, I grabbed the wrong way. Real bad. That was like my cardio right there, walking back and forth. Got everything? Well, now we're about to train our adductors. This is gonna train like that inner leg portion. It will definitely make your legs bigger. All right, working set time. Aiming to get 4. Count that as 5, right? Now everybody do leg extensions. Leg extensions will hit all parts of your quads, okay? But what leg extensions is really good at is hitting your rec fem, the rectus femoris. During squat patterns, that's not gonna hit your rec fem, but leg extensions is gonna hit your rec fem very well, along with all the other quad muscles. I usually have long rest times, especially any workouts that take a lot out of me. Because I'm doing a squat or like that chest press that takes a lot out of me. I can rest all the way up to like 4 or 5 minutes, sometimes even more. I just basically rest until I feel like I'm ready, like I'm calmed down and I'm not breathing hard. I'm ready to go hard on my next set. Long rest times are better. You gotta let your nervous system recover and let your like cardio respiratory system recover and stuff. So then on your next working set, you could go hard as you can and recruit as much motor units as possible. If you think about motor unit recruitment, when you're like not fully recovered and you're still fatigued, the last set, you go again, it's not gonna recruit as much motor units. So yeah, let yourself take longer rest times, let yourself recover. All right guys, one more workout. And this is the most hardest one. I'm gonna do hack squats. Shit, that always takes so much out of me. Yay, no one's using it, thank God. I thought I had to wait, no wait, someone is using it. Shit, hold up.
I see a water bottle there. That means someone's using it. In a phone, that's how you know someone's on it. How long do you guys wait? How long should I wait for? Was someone using this, bro?
No.
No? Is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, you don't have to move it, bro. Oh, I got lucky. Nice. Do you mind if I grab some plates? For sure, man. Thank you. Forgot to mention this earlier, but for new lifters, you should be training close to failure or to failure for your working sets. I mean, those are your actual sets that you're taking hard, where you're going heavy, like your top sets. Like right now, this is my warm-up set. So for your warm-up set, it's just to help your joints and muscles get warmed up and ready for the real top set that you're trying to hit. That's real heavier or moderate or heavy loads. During your warm-ups, you should not be training anywhere near failure. Because if you're just training to failure for that, you're just creating a lot of unnecessary fatigue. So right now, I'm only gonna do a couple reps, you know what I mean? Just to get my joints used to the weight and my muscles warmed up. And then for my top set, that's when I'm actually training close to failure. All right, got 10. Got my 5. I think I can do 5 today. Should I put that 5 plate on? I got 6 last time with like 1 rep left. No, fuck it. Let's just put the 5 on. Let's see how strong we are. Huh? Let's see if I can get 6 again. Sometimes you just gotta test yourself, you know? You gotta test your strength. Whew. Yeah, I got 6. I think I could have did 1 more too. Good shit. Good job, pal. Pat yourself on the back. All right, I'm gonna re-rack this weight with my head out. Ugh.
So basically overall, you should be training hard and intensely, which means training close to or near failure for your working sets because you have high degrees of effort and your contraction velocity is involuntarily slowing down. We have both the mechanical tension and the motor unit recruitment. So in this whole video, I basically said in a long science nerdy way to say, train fucking hard, train hard, okay? But at least you understand now how muscle building works at a basic level and why you should train hard. And you're not just listening to some big meathead say, train hard, bro, train hard. So instead, now you're listening to a smaller, nerdy meathead of telling you why you should train fucking hard in the gym. This wraps up my video for today. Man, if you liked the video, please hit that like, sub, you know all that stuff, man. Any type of support, even a comment, I appreciate it. I appreciate your time for watching this. Man, if you didn't like it, oh well. Stay tuned for my next video. Should I say it should be a banger? No. Why not? It'll definitely be a banger. But I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man. Outro music.